I think that the drones and the bombing you get used to very quickly. I remember the first time that I arrived in the March of last year to the European Gaza Hospital, and we were standing in our accommodation, and we'd been there for, I think, one night, and a bomb went off, and the chap that was looking after us, Mohammed Haneen, was standing next to me, and it blew through the window and it moved the curtains, and I was like, oh. And he said, don't worry, it's at least 5K away. And I just looked at him and I said, that's really close. And he said, no, it's fine. And everyone else in the room was looking at me as if I was crazy to be worried about this. And so very quickly, you suddenly feel out of place, that you need to, stand with them and just do what they're doing. And then within 48 hours, you're hearing it all the time, and you're just working. It's background noise very quickly. I remember in the March, the first time we were out there, when the Central World Kitchen workers were hit and killed, and we had probably 12 hours where the drones stopped. And I remember thinking, oh my God, they must really be worried now, because they've hit a load of foreign nationals that are providing aid. And the following day, it was back to normal, and they had, covered it up, and they continued. And this seems to be a pattern that they're doing, even with the international Red Crescent workers, the 15. It took so long to prove that they had their lights on, that they were performing legitimate work, and that they weren't doing the story that Israel put out at the beginning. And it's exactly what Ghassan says. It's up to us to prove the facts, because everybody just takes what Israel says as the truth. I can honestly say that the majority of the people that I work with and the general public I deal with on a day-to-day basis are very pro-Palestinian. And I don't think we can forget that. There is a huge amount of support in the UK for the Palestinian people, and unfortunately, the UK government doesn't seem to be representing that very large voice.